students. As we have started with the 10th standard science, the lesson acids, bases and the salts. So till our previous video, we have completed with the acids and bases and started with the salts. So what about the salts? As we discussed already, salts nothing but by the combination of acids and bases, we find the formation of the salts. So about the salts, still more things we are going to discuss in today's class. Okay? Chemicals from common salt. What we are going to discuss today is chemicals from common salt. So what are all the chemicals, their uses, we will discuss. Before to that, let us see about the common salt first. As you are all familiar with the common salt, students, or it is called as the table salt. So one of the important ingredient of the food we can say, right? What is its chemical formula of the common salt? NaCl, sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. How you find the formation of the sodium chloride? It is by the combination of acid and base. So let us take the hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide, HCl plus NaOH. As you know, this will divide into ions as H plus and Cl minus. Same with the base as Na plus and OH minus. So you are going to get the formation of sodium chloride with the water. Just check the equation, students, if it is balanced by, otherwise you people have to balance. So this is the way of formation of the common salt. As you know, common salt we are getting it from the sea water. Okay, in a huge quantity we are getting it from the sea water. When you take it out from the sea water, it will be brown in color. Why it will be brown in color? Because it will be having more different types of salts with that and few impurities will be there. So the crystals will be brown in color. And that salt we are going to call it as rock salt. That brown color, not purified salt is there, no students, that is called as the rock salt. And again this rock salt will undergo the purification. After that purification, what white color salt if people are using, that you can get it. So this common salt, not only in your food it is used, even in our body it is having importance. We'll call it as biological importance. So what is this biological importance? This sodium chloride helps for our muscle contraction. It helps for our nerve impulses from the nervous system. So like this, these are two examples I have given students. There are so many uses from the sodium chloride. That is what we are explaining it as biological importance. Okay. Not only this, there is one more relationship with our sodium chloride. What is that? You might have heard during independence, before the independence, Gandhiji, he did one Dandi march. That is regarding the salt only. Means what do I want to say? There are so many relationships of the sodium chloride with us. Right? Like that we find. And this common salt, it is having different, it is a raw material for many types of the chemicals. We can get many types of chemicals from the common salt. That is our topic today. So what are all those? It may be sodium hydroxide, baking soda, washing soda, bleaching powder. Still more comes, students, and few we are going to discuss in our class. Alright? So let us start with the first one, that is sodium hydroxide. Yes, students, as just now we discussed, we can prepare many types of chemicals with the common salt, that is sodium chloride. In that, let us discuss one first, that is sodium hydroxide. The chemical formula of the sodium hydroxide is NaOH. The commercial name of the sodium hydroxide is caustic soda. Caustic soda. Okay. So this sodium hydroxide, as you know, this is one of the strong base. Sodium hydroxide is a strong base. So it is used in many of the industries in preparation of the many types of the substances it is used. And from sodium hydroxide we can get different types of the chemicals also. Okay. So how it appears? It appears like a white petals. Okay. Like that. White, not petals, sorry, pellets type it looks. Okay. Camphor, how you can see, no, like that it appears. So let us discuss about that. How to manufacture the sodium hydroxide from the common salt? How to manufacture? You have to take the sodium chloride, add water. Means you have to make it aqueous solution. Take the common salt, add that salt solution. What you are telling? No. So in this case, this salt solution is called as the brine. The salt solution is called as the brine. So to this brine, when you pass the electric current, it will decompose into NaOH plus H2 plus Cl2. Hope you are understanding, students. Take the sodium chloride, common salt, add it in the water, make it into aqueous solution. So this aqueous solution is called as the brine. To the brine, when you pass the electricity, this will decompose into NaOH, okay, plus hydrogen gas liberates and the chlorine gas liberates out. So this is the way of manufacturing the sodium hydroxide. Check, students, is the equation is balanced? No, here 2 chlorine, here 1. So let me balance the equation first. 2 sodium, hydrogen 2 plus 2 4, 2 2s are 4. Check once again. 2 sodium, 2 sodium, 2 chlorine, 2 chlorine, 4 hydrogen, 2 plus 2 4, oxygen 2, oxygen 2. Right? Equation is balanced. This is the way of manufacturing sodium hydroxide. So manufacturing of the sodium hydroxide, the process is called chlor-alkali process. This process is called as chlor-alkali process. So let us understand this chlor-alkali process with this diagram, students. You are going to take one tank. Okay. In this you are going to fill the brine. What you are going to fill? The brine I am going to fill in this. What is brine? The combination of sodium chloride and the water. Aqueous solution of sodium, aqueous solution of common salt is called as the brine. So you have filled the brine. You can see here to the tank. Here is one opening. From there you are going to fill the brine. You have taken 2 electrolytes. Sorry, electrodes you have taken, connected to the battery. One acts as anode, one acts as a cathode. You pass the electricity. So as soon as you pass the electricity, what happens, students? NaCl. See, let me show you here. NaCl will decompose into Na plus and Cl minus. Okay. And along with sodium fluoride, what you have? Water, which will start dividing into H plus and OH minus. Correct? Na plus and Cl minus, H plus and OH minus. So these two positive ions will start moving towards the negative, because as you know, opposite will get attracted. So Na plus and H plus, there is ionization. They start of NaOH, what you are getting? Hydrogen and chlorine. So chlorine, it is attracted towards the anode, so you are getting it out from the anode side. Hydrogen is collecting towards the cathode, so you are getting it towards the anode. Right? So this is the process called as chlor-alkali process. What all we got from this process? Not only sodium hydroxide, formation of hydrogen and the chlorine. Take down the diagram, students. See the word chlor-alkali process. Why it is called chlor-alkali? Easily you can remember. As the chlorine is liberating out, chlor for chlorine and alkali for the base, sodium hydroxide. Right? For the sodium hydroxide, just as in the beginning I said, it is one of the strong base. Alkali, it is alkaline. Okay? So as it is alkali and this is the chlorine, the method they have given as chlor-alkali process. Hope you are understanding, students? So we got the chlor-alkali process, sodium hydroxide, chlorine and the hydrogen gas. And all these three products are having the importance. We are using them in different fields. Sodium hydroxide, hydrogen as well as the chlorine. Let us discuss, take down the diagram and finish. As just now we have discussed, sodium hydroxide, hydrogen and chlorine are having many uses. So let us discuss one by one. The first one, uses of sodium hydroxide. So this sodium hydroxide is used in the soap industry, means in the manufacturing of the soap, detergents, paper, right, artificial silk. So in all these manufacturing it is used. Not only this, it is used in the cotton industry, refining of the petroleum. It is used in the preparation of soda lime. Hope you know, soda lime means it is a mixture of sodium hydroxide and the calcium oxide. Sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide mixture. So there you find the usage of sodium hydroxide. It is used as a cleansing agent. What to clean? It is used for the machines and the metal sheets. So cleansing. So like that it acts. Not only all this, as you know, we are using sodium hydroxide in the laboratory as one of the reagent. Because it is one of the strong base, so we are using it in the laboratory also. Right? So these are all the uses of sodium hydroxide. Next one, students, that is uses of a chlorine. As you know, chlorine gas is used in the water treatment. In cleaning the water and all, as you know, because chlorine acts as one of the disinfectant. It kills the bacteria, microbes and all. So in the water treatment, we find the usage of the chlorine. You might have seen in the swimming pools also, in the water they will put the chlorine because it kills the microbes and all. So there you find the usage. It is used in the manufacturing of PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Pipes you have seen, no? PVC pipes. So in the preparation of that you find CFC, chlorofluorocarbon. Chlorine is present, fluorocarbon. So in the CFC manufacturing, in the preparation of chloroform, you find the usage. It is used in the preparation of bleaching powder and even in the preparation of HCl. Okay? The chlorine is used in making the pesticides and in preparing the disinfectants. Right? So these are all the uses of chlorine. Just the words I have written, students, you have to make the sentence. Okay? The next one, uses of hydrogen. What are all the uses of hydrogen? It is used in the manufacturing of hydrochloric acid. The hydrogen for water gas in that preparation. In the preparation of methyl alcohol, we find the usage of hydrogen gas. So this used in a rocket fuel. In the liquefied form, it is used as a rocket fuel. So in the preparation of many types of the fuels, other than that, in the preparation of many types of the fuels, we find the usage of the hydrogen gas. Hope you are understanding and taking down, students. So this much is about one type of the compound which you have extracted from the common salt. There are so many. Let us discuss one by one in our next class. Okay. So what is today's home assignment? Practice that chlor-alkali process diagram. Draw and label chlor-alkali process diagram. Complete your all work, students. The next compound we'll discuss in our next class. Okay.